This book is about boundaries, betrayal, and redemption. It's a story that's told through the eyes of Augusta Blue Riley, first person. And it spans about 20 years. And in this book, Blue Riley has a number of hardships. A lot of them are of her own doing, and her life sort of spins out of control for a little bit. For about 20 years, she drifts around, and then she meets a man in Mississippi named Preachernada, and he changes her life. So I'm going to read just a little bit about that first meeting. The white cloud of dust trailing behind my pickup blew past and drifted across the front yard. I slid off the truck seat, willing the dust to settle before it hit the gleaming white boards of the house or the orderly rows of canning jars on the front porch shelves. On the wall between the canning jars and the screen door was a simple wooden plaque that read, "Welcome, home of Preacher and Mary Road." I walked up the 3 steps of the front porch, admiring the workmanship of the wheelchair ramp built up to the porch. Pulling in a nervous breath, I rang the doorbell. The footsteps coming toward the door held the broken rhythm of a slight limp. The footsteps stopped and the door swung open. The man I'd been obsessing about since last night filled the door frame, looking down at me with curious, pale brown eyes. He looked to be over 6 feet tall, with broad, square shoulders and a small, round belly. A close crop of white hair starkly contrasted the brown skin of his chiseled face. "Yes, ma'am. Can I help you?" the man asked. "Yes, sir. I came to see about the job in the paper," I sputtered. The man cocked his head back and squinted skeptically. "You're white." A nervous smile flew on my lips. "Yes, sir, I am white. My wife is black." I thought she might be. I shuffled anxiously under his stern gaze. "Are you a nurse?" I swallowed hard and searched for my Alabama manners. "No, sir, I just saw your ad in the paper and I thought I'd see if I could help you out." "You came to Alma, Mississippi to take care of a black woman." His disbelieving stare bore down on me. "Yes, sir, if you want me to." "You ever taken care of an old woman? An old black woman?" His gaze suddenly lifted. "Is that a 75? I followed his line of sight toward my truck. "Yes, sir, it's a 75 F-150. As if in a trance, Preacher pushed the screen door open and walked past me. I followed his slow but purposeful walk across the yard and stopped with him beside my truck. He lifted his scarred hand to the rail of the bed. "Where'd you find it?" "It was my father's truck. He bought it new." I looked away and swallowed back unexpected emotion. When I turned back, Preacher was watching me, his expression now gentle and compassionate, as if he already knew how to read every line of my face. The truck survived the tornado. My parents didn't. Preacher shook his head. "I'm sorry to hear they passed. How long has it been?" "It was May of 1979. Preacher nodded. "I remember that day. Some terrible storms hit south of here. One hit a school, and we thank the good Lord it was a Saturday." He looked up and surveyed the sky for a moment, as if he was wondering when the next one would come, and whose luck may run out. He looked at me and said, "You kept up the truck real good. Your father is proud." He said it with such certainty I could almost believe he had a direct line to my dad. "What's your name?" Preacher asked. "Augusta Riley. Most people call me Blue." "I like the name Augusta," Preacher said. "You don't hear that name much anymore." Preacher patted the rail of my truck and turned for the barn. "Do you at least know how to drive a tractor?"